Hey everybody, how's it going? So, if you are new to streaming or making podcasts, doing anything like that, try Riverside.fm. It is a great program. I use it on a daily. They also have a mobile app that you can use. So if you want to do it on the go, you're good to go. They have a free subscription and they also have paid tier subscription. And with each tier, you'll be able to get different things going on. So what at the they have one that's like $29.99 a month, which is the highest tier that they have. You can record 4K. Um, you can add like a little logo to your video, which you're probably gonna see one on mine up here in this corner. It's a great program. If you like I said, if you haven't started, try it out. If you have started, try it out. I'll have a link in the description if you want to go ahead and try it out. All right, y'all take it easy. Later. All right, welcome back to another episode of I'm Too Absent Minded, the show where I will unintentionally veer off topic because I'm scatterbrained. So sit back and get ready for a random ride. If you have something you want to talk about, or if you want to join me on an episode, you can DM me at I'm Too Absent Minded on Instagram. That's I'm the number two absent minded, or on TikTok at Howard Higgins Jr. All right, let's get into it. So I was on my way to work the other day, yesterday actually. Um, and the Tony song came on anniversary. Like that is a legit 9.5 minute song. And I didn't realize, or I shouldn't say I didn't realize, but I forgot that it was that stinking long. So like I said, I'm on my way to work. This song comes on about halfway, at the halfway mark, roughly, and it carries me to work. I park, and this song is just ending as I'm parking, and I'm like, and I'm sitting there like listening. I'm like, man, I didn't realize. I was like, yo, this song is still playing. I was like, what is going on? Like, granted, like the last 2 or 3 minutes is just like, you know, instrumentals with random ad libs through in here and there. But I'm like, goodness, this is a long ass song. The only other song that I know of that is in my head is the Wu-Tang Clan song Triumph. That's the only other song that I know in recent years that is about 9 minutes long. Everything else, nope. I don't know. If there is one, then I'm not aware of it. Could it be one? Definitely. But I don't know what it is. But I will still listen to that song in its entirety, that anniversary. Like, obviously, it's in my playlist. So I'm gonna be playing it. I'm gonna be listening to it. On random days that song will play, and I'm for it. I'll listen to the hell out of that damn song. And another act, you know what? Speaking of like older songs, Karen White, Slow Down. The song Slow Down by Karen White. Yo, I fucked with that. For one, I love Karen White. I love all of her music. But that Slow Down, that just get that as soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh shit, is that and Superwoman? That Superwoman come on, yo, it's a wrap. I'm singing McGee in the car. Like I am throwing this song out, I'm belting it out, and I can't even fucking sing. But I'm singing. I'm making notes. What notes? I don't know. But I'm making them. The notes are coming out. They just not coming when they need to be coming, and they're not hitting at the right level that they need to be hitting. But it's out there though. It is definitely out there. And so like I watch a lot of TikToks, right? It's like the big thing right now, Korean skincare. Everybody's talking about Korean skincare, this magical serum and this and that, right? Like it's funny to me because I've been using Korean skincare for a while. And so like it's like things like this I just find funny. Like, I've been using it for a while, but then somebody said something. Now it's like, oh, the Korean skincare is the best, and now it's like everywhere. Granted, Korean skincare is good. Like it is. I find Korean skincare products like so far the best that I've used, and I've used a lot. Like I have really oily skin, so I've used a lot of damn skincare stuff to try to battle that and keep that in check. But so far, this Korean skincare stuff works pretty well to keep the sheen and the shine down from this oily face. So yeah, I'll rock with it. And just like that, them baldack noodles that it was like all the rage like a couple months ago. I've been eating them shits for years. Like I love them noodles. I eat the chicken. It's the golden shin, not the black, but the golden, because the golden one is the chicken flavor, the black one is the beef flavor. And the chicken one has these little chicken niblet things in there. Or I don't know what the hell they are, but they taste like chicken. So they're like chicken niblets. But them things are delicious. I love I love those noodles so much. And then yeah, cause like it was the cacciatore cheesy chicken or whatever it's called. Yeah, the wife eats that. She's been eating that for years too. Like every time, but we go to the Korean store a lot. So like when we go grocery shopping, we'll do the regular grocery shopping, then we'll hit up a Korean store and we'll do some light Korean grocery shopping over there. Most of the time it's for like noodles, the seasonings, the sauces. They always have pork belly. Always have pork belly over there. So we always grab some pork belly or some thinly sliced brisket or whatever, and cook it up. Mwah, c'est magnifique. It is delicious. But as y'all already know, like I love Korean culture. I've talked about watching my fair share of K dramas, me learning Korean, which is still a process because the pronunciation of some of the words in Korean, it is hard for me to say them because, like, yeah, okay, I got like not really thought when I'm talking, but I got to have make sure I enunciate more of my words because if I don't, like everything just gets all jumbled up and it just sounds all weird to me. It may sound normal to y'all, but it sounds weird to me. Yeah. So I just got to make sure I keep that, in my head while I'm talking. Most of the time, it comes natural for me to, you know, pay attention to how the words coming out, not necessarily what I'm saying, because I just say things because I don't put thought behind most of the stuff that I say. So, but because I was in speech class for like 6 years, because I had a problem with the letter R. So my letter R's would sound like W's. So I'd be like, I want to go across the street, you know, things of that nature. Which is why I hate that damn Mingling Duckling from the Wonder Pets. I can't stand that damn little duck because I fixed my speech impediment. You need to fix yours. But anyway, I digress with that one. So I was in speech class for like 6 years trying to roll my R's. So I had to go, "Rrrr." I want to go across the street for some strawberries. So I had to do that in my speech class so I can learn how to roll my R's so I can get my tongue in a proper placement to say and pronounce the letter R. So, because of that, I can with the best of them, you know? And and then the foods. Like I love Korean foods, except for kimchi. I'm not a fan of kimchi. Um I've tried it. It's not that bad. I can see how people would like it as like a side dish, while they're eating other things. But it's like the aftertaste that don't sit right with me. So I can't really get down with it. But it's like I said, but it's not nasty. It is not nasty at all. It's just it ain't for me. Like I could eat it if need be, but I don't think I need be eating it, so I won't be eating it. And so here in the great state of California, the minimum wage for fast food restaurants jumped up to $20. It was at 16, now it's at 20. And y'all may be like, oh man, that's great. Yeah, they need to get paid more. They need to do this and do that. Granted, yes, that all works out. However, at the price of that, the fast food went up by a couple dollars. So granted, here in California, you go to McDonald's, you get food for two adults and two children. I'm talking about my family right here. I'm spending like 50 bones, 50 bones on some damn hamburgers, French fries, chicken nuggets, or chicken fries, or onion ring, whatever the case may be. I'm spending at least $50 on food. And I'm like, man, I shouldn't have to be paying. So granted, we don't go out to fast food often because I'm not paying restaurant prices for fast food. I'm sorry. It just doesn't seem worth it or feasible in my aspect. And I'm like, but I do dabble. I do be dabbling in the fast food. Sometimes sometimes you just want it. So I just get it. But things are expensive out here in general. Like a carton of eggs on average. Like these are averages. So a carton of eggs is like $6. A gallon of milk is like $4. A pound of ground beef is $6. You know, that's ridiculous. The average rent in California is $1,600 a month. Most places, the average is like $1,200 a month. And then gas expense. I don't know how expensive gas is where y'all at, but over here on average, regular gas $5.27, your mid grade $5.44, and premium $5.62. So like I gassed up the other day. It wasn't at no 5.62. It was at like 5.80 something. But gas prices vary from, city to city, even in that city, depending on where you're at. So we're in close to the rich folks, so everything's a lot more expensive over here. And it is ridiculous. Like I don't know how people do it out here. I mean, I understand how people do it out, but I don't know why they would want to do it out here. I don't see what the big hype is about living in California. I really don't. Some places are beautiful. They really are. But is the beauty to cost of living ratio worth it? In my opinion, I think not. I could find more beautiful places for cheaper. Like Michigan. I'm from Michigan. Michigan is a beautiful state. There's a lot of beautiful places you can go. You got your Great Lakes, your beaches, Grand Haven. You can go up to the UP, which is technically Canada, but in the States. You can go up there. Like beautiful scenery out there all over the place. Like growing up, I was a hunter and a fisher with my dad. Me, my dad, my brother, my mom, my sister, my mom and my sister was fishermen, but they used to fish. Me, my brother, and my dad, we were hunters. Um, Brother got a little older, he started, venturing out, stopped hunting as much. Me and my dad, we stayed hunting. We out there. We in the forest shooting turkeys, pheasants, rabbits, squirrels, all kind of other stuff. Those are just the main ones. Um so yeah, I don't think the beauty to the cost of living ratio is warranted here in California. And granted, and no matter where you go, you're gonna have your expensive places, right? But your expensive places don't compare to California expenses. Like I don't care what. Like I hate living out here for the price. If it was cheaper out here, it'd be dope. It'd be dope, but it's not. So and then like the weather out here is so wishy washy. So like last week we was in like 60s, 70s. Now we in like 50s, 60s. Like I wake up in the morning, it's 40 degrees. Like why am I still this cold this late in the year? I mean, it's not even late in the year. It's a little over a quarter way done. We're just in the second quarter of the year. But still, it's still freaking cold. Like, it's annoyingly cold. Like, why am I this cold right now? I should not be this cold. Like, and then our house that we live in don't have central cooling for some unknown goddamn reason. Or central air. Basically, we ain't got no goddamn AC. So when it's hot, yo, it's just hot. We got windows and fans. Like, it is. It feels like growing up back home in Michigan. Like, we didn't have AC until, we was like in high school. Probably like, the mid to late 90s is when we actually got like AC. But it was just like one of them little window units that we had in the fan. Or that we had it obviously in the window. It's a window unit. But it was by the front door. And most of the time when that joker was on, you ain't going out that front door. And if you do open that front door for any reason, you're going to hear somebody yelling, "Shut that door. You letting all the air out." And so, we shutting the door. And so most of the time we leave out the side door or the back door or whatever. But to be honest, as a kid, we was only leaving out the side door or the back door. That front door was a no-go. The only time we answered the front doors when we was told to go answer the front door. Somebody knock it, do 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 do. They be like, "Go get that door." And then and same thing with the phone ring. The phone ringing, you ain't answering that phone. You gonna sit there and wait till somebody be like, "It's phone for you," or you on the phone. They'll pick it up. "Get off the phone. I need the phone." It was a fun time. It was a fun time. So, but I don't know if y'all know about this stuff or if y'all even care about this stuff. But they're already talking about new video game systems getting made. So a new, like a PlayStation Pro and PlayStation 6 and whatever the Xbox version is. I don't know off the top of my head. So, but yeah, they already talks about making that. I'm like, man, y'all just like okay, granted, these systems didn't just come out. They've been out for a little while. However, they ain't even really tapped into what these systems can do, and you're already trying to put out a new system with bigger specs, higher specs. You ain't even tapped into what you can do with the ones you got now. So why you want to do and get some other new stuff when nobody can do what it's supposed to do now? It doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. But that's why another reason why I'm switching over to the PC gaming. Cause so I get the specs that I need. These specs are gonna last for longer than like a console specs will, because they'll end up, failing after a while. Or they be like, "Oh, we're not making this out. We're not making games for this anymore because we got the new hotness out. So we're gonna be making games." So that was weird. So yeah, I lost my whole train of thought on that one. But yeah, so that's why I'm going with the PC route. It'll be cheaper in the long run. It's gonna be a little more starting out, but it'll be cheaper in the long run to keep it up to date. But there are a lot of games coming out here soon that I'm really looking forward to. Like, there's this game called Avowed, which is an RPG, and it's kind of like a Skyrim-esque type game, with high fantasy type game and everything like that. So I'm looking forward to that. We got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's already out. I just don't got it yet, but I'm looking forward to playing it. So once I get it, I'm gonna get it. Then we got Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Looking forward. I think that's only on the Xbox. Either way, I'm still looking forward to that. And like, that's just a few of the games that I'm just gonna mention, because there's a lot more coming out, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to be sitting here talking about new games coming out or games that are out that I want to play for a long periodical amount of time. Like, I just don't want to do that. But in regards to video game, I am mostly into RPGs. So a good role-playing game is dope for me. I can sit there and get lost in a story, and especially if it's open world where it has the story, but I can venture out and do other things, because I can't. Maybe I do got ADD or ADHD or something like that, because unless it is making me go this story way, the entire way, if there's an option for me to veer off and do other stuff, I'm veering off and doing something else. And I'll come back to it later. Mostly because I be fine. Like I be in the process of going to my next quest, and if something will be over here, be like exclamation mark. I'm like, hey, what's this? And I'll go over there, be like, hey, help me! I lost my big toe when I was running from a giant from under the bridge. Can you please help me find my big toe? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna help you find your big toe. So then I go and find a big toe. Then I find a big toe. Then there's another quest. So yeah, so I just keep doing that. So that's why I don't really stick to the story mode at first, is because I get sidetracked by all the side quests. But then there are some RPGs that I don't really get down with. Like Baldur's Gate 3. Like I got it. It's a fun game, but the way the camera angle is, it's like always at like it's always at a good distance back, but it's kind of like top down, but like kind of like at an angle. I don't know, man. It's hard to explain it. It's like do like kind of like a over the shoulder look, but higher up in a way, and it's looking down. Like okay, so it's not like 90 degrees. Maybe it's like 70 at like a 70-degree angle where it's looking down. I don't really like that. So I just because of the camera angle, I really can't get down with it. The same thing goes for Diablo 4. It's a fun game, but it's that look down angle that I don't really rock with. But there is one game that I remember playing that I will still play to this day. To this day. And that's Super Mario RPG. Legend of the Seven Stars. And that one is like a top down over the shoulder camera angle. But that's the only one that I will ever rock with. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a Mario. Maybe that's the reason why. And randomly, there's a new, I don't know if y'all in the Contra, but there's a new Contra game coming out. And it looks like the old school 8-bit Contra from the NES from the 80s. Like it looks like that, but with obviously updated graphics and all that whoop de doo and hoobla, all that good stuff. And so I'm looking forward to that one. I think it's out now already. Maybe it comes out later. I don't know. Either it's March or May. It's one of them M months that it comes out in, and I'm looking forward to it. And so yeah, so I'm if it's out now, I'm probably gonna buy it here soon. If it's not out now, then I probably buy it when it comes out. Yeah. Oh, one thing that I really am tired of hearing about is that the basketball GOAT debate. Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. LeBron James. I don't care. I don't care what I'm tired of hearing it. I ain't even big into sports. I really ain't. Like, I don't talk about much about sports because I don't know much about sports, to be perfectly honest with you. But I'm tired of hearing the Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. They be like, oh, LeBron James, he did this and he did that and he did that and he did that. Michael Jordan, he did this and he did that and he did that. Okay, fine. They're both great basketball players. One did it in a short amount of time, the other one has longevity to him. That's the only difference. Apart from the years that they played, the only difference is one did it in a shorter amount of time, and the one is still relevant to this day. I don't know how relevant, because like I said, I don't follow basketball. I don't know how good he is. I know, like stats wise, from what I've been hearing, like he's starting to break through some of them. And another thing that I just heard, LeBron's son made the announcement that he is trying to go to the NBA. And from what I heard, he trash. But I don't know personally because I don't follow basketball. This is just from, word of mouth. The rumor mill, if you would so eloquently put it. Heard that he was trash. That he averaged like 4 or 5 points a game. Like for one, like I said, I ain't into sports. But if you averaging like that low amount of points, I ain't think are you expecting your name to get you in to the NBA? Your family, your father's legacy? Is that what you like banking on? Is your father gonna put in the work? Yeah, that's my boy right there. Let's go ahead and get him in. And if he is that garbage, will LeBron talk with the Lakers to get his son to be on the Lakers? If will he do that? Or he's like, nah, bro, you gotta go your own route. You can't be with me. Is that how it's gonna be? I don't know. I really don't. Like I said, that's just what I heard. There was actually one more thing that was just in my head as I was talking about this. Oh, there was two things actually, now that I'm thinking about it. First thing, what y'all think about this whole Tyson versus Jake Paul, Logan Paul, one of those Paul brothers, and then Mike Tyson. Granted, Mike Tyson's like 60 years old. But if you've seen like him training or whatever, it looked like he could still move with the best of them. It looked like he might do some damage to that little boy. He might fuck him up. I don't know. But if he does lose, either he's making him go, the distance and longer rounds and he gets tired and he loses. But if it's like a quick, I don't know. It might be rigged. I'm not sure. But we'll see if it happens, how it happens, and things of that nature. Oh, and then J. Cole, I'm pretty sure y'all know this. J. Cole dropped an album today. And it's pretty nice. I guess that his response track to Kendrick is a 7-minute drill. It's pretty dope. Like who won with the warning shots? It's up to anybody's, interpretation, how they feel one person carried it versus the other person. J. Cole, he had a whole ass song. Kendrick, he had a verse. So however y'all want to piece that together is how y'all want to piece that together. In my opinion, they both was dope. Is one better than the other? Probably. I have to get into it and like really like nitpick and see what was said and how they was said it and everything like that. But for the most part, they both pretty dope. And then J. Cole album in itself so far is pretty dope. I think I'm only on like track 7. Yeah, the Sticks and Stones. Yeah, but so far, that Ready 24 featuring Cameron. So it has like the beat from one of the Dipset songs. That is fucking dope. So, I'm gonna do this real quick. Like once it's hit, I was like, yeah, y'all should just go listen to that track because it's pretty dope. That one's pretty dope too. But if that little sound bit was annoying, I apologize. I'll do better next time. I promise I will. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right there. Look, y'all take a great day. Y'all have a great day. But so thank y'all for who took the time to listen to this podcast. I can't wait to see what I talk about in the next episode. Again, if you have any questions or if you want to join the podcast for an episode or just want to just say some random shit or have me say some random shit, that's cool. Hit me up on Instagram at I'm Too Absent Minded. That's I'm the number 2 absent minded. And on TikTok at Howard Higgins Jr. So y'all stay safe out there. And I'll see you on the next one.